Next one is from Keynote. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wendy. I'm from BT Keywords. I want to have a short talk about the cloud solution and infrastructure service in Indonesia. And this is a website. It's a company website. And then this is our brand. This is also our brand. We specialize in infrastructure, inside infrastructure. Before I continue to my story, I would like to know. Actually, I don't really know. So I want to ask some of you. Maybe some of you want to answer that. How much you pay usually for internet connection? Anybody want to help me?
18 euros.
Yes? 18 euros. For how many megabytes? 20. Okay. And the other one? Same. Okay. So it's about 6 euros for 20 megabits. 20 Mbps. Yeah. Okay. That's very cheap. Okay. Then I will continue my story. Okay. Where's the slide? Okay. This is Indonesia. We are not living in one land. We live in about 17,000 islands. And then there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big island there. But you know, you cannot get the internet as cheap as you pay here, because we live in a land separated by this sea. Okay, the only things that you can get really cheap in Indonesia is if you buy fish and then eat a lot of seafood. Yeah, that's correct. But okay, I have a number. My friend already told me that he has the latest. Okay, this is an old number. 75 million users of internet. So they are very hungry for bandwidth. But let's exclude mobile users in Indonesia. In every discussion about how much internet users in Indonesia, we never find how much exactly. Okay. And we will exclude the mobile users. Why? Because in Indonesia, when people have a smartphone and then they use a Facebook, they tell that, no, I'm not using internet. I just use a Facebook. I just use Twitter, but I don't use internet. Okay, that's happened on us. Yeah, for people in the rural area, not in the city. Okay, so we are here. Indonesia is a average internet users. Internet speed. It's index from Asia and Vienna. The highest one in Southeast Asia is in Singapore. Indonesia in here. Yeah, it's not as cheap as here, but I think 4.1 Mbps in average is enough for you to have a stream. Not streaming, download a DVD. Okay. The case is this, because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 cable going outside from Indonesia from Indonesia to outside Indonesia, because we not live in one land. That's our biggest problem now. But okay, this is the core problem for internet in Indonesia. Okay. The average meter cost for internet is 100 USD for 5 megabits per second. Can you imagine that? Okay, but we are very, very creative. we can create a lot of things. My friend from Suitmedia has already tell you about we are number 2 in Twitter, number 2 biggest city in Twitter, and then has more than, I don't know how much in Facebook, maybe 40 million people in Facebook, Indonesia. But the brand is still expensive. Why? That because these 3 big things is not in Indonesia at the moment. Even this thing. Not all people in Indonesia have heard this brand. But I know maybe in here it's very popular. Very, very tired. We need to create something that must be different. Okay. Good news is in Indonesia, 3G is nationwide now. Yeah. 2G is nationwide. Even if you go to how to say it, beautiful island. There is a lot of beautiful islands in Indonesia, named Raja Ampat or Gili Trawangan. Maybe one of you can Google it and see how beautiful it is. And then 4G plantation. Thank you, Pak Trio, also for the WiMAX fiber to the home project. And they already have office in Indonesia also. So we are in the very early, fast pace for become a 6 euros per 20 megabits per second. So there's a lot of opportunity in Indonesia. And then there is a good news also. I read it from my friend from Bataviasoft. He shared this news, this good news that the fiber optics and smart cities in Indonesia get aggressive with infrastructure modernization. And you know what? It's very, very massive now in Indonesia. But I don't know when we will reach the 6 euros for 20 megabit. And also, yeah.
I do have a bit more good news for you. It was 60 euros. 60 euros.
60?
Yeah.
Okay, 60, okay. So I'll be back. So 60 euros for that speed. And then there is a news good for also I think that Indonesia, if you want to have investment in Indonesia, then you have to do a localization, and then you have to do with local employee, and the data should be located in Indonesia. That's the one thing that I really want you to understand about that. If you want to have a business in Indonesia, you need to put the data in Indonesia. So that's what I do. I've done this with other company, Keywords.com, with the other companies. I mean, we force, not forcing, we asking people to keep the data in Indonesia. The hosting is only the enabler for the cheap internet. Maybe in Germany or in Netherlands happens 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, that people put data locally in their country. Okay. I started this business in 2005. We only provide this high performance hosting and then domain registration. That's our core business. We got a lot of investment for more than 25,000 customers. So they are my biggest investors. They're spread in Indonesia and then outside Indonesia. From Europe also, there is so more. I can mention some cities like Hanover, Amsterdam, Eindhoven also. We have many clients from that cities in Europe. And then we have a data center. We jumped to this data center business about 6 years ago. And then we provide the cloud and the infrastructure as a service, like a dedicated or co-location server. This is the website, and then it's a subsidiary. And then we have also digital marketing companies. We help our customers mostly how to bring the product to the internet. That's what we do. And then we have also a support center in Jakarta, Bandung, Surabaya in progress, in Yogyakarta established, Makassar, Medan, and Singapore already. So with nation coverage, we have a support center. If you want to put your data in Indonesia, then don't forget about us. Okay, you can contact me. Here is my number, my office number actually. I can reach very easily by phone. So thank you very much for this opportunity for me to explain to you about my company. And Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much, Reddy. So, again, another youngsters who start from scratch, and now is open offices everywhere in Indonesia and Singapore. Maybe next in Eindhoven, that's what he told me. Last one, but actually it should be the first one because it's about education. The only reason why it's the last one because of the name Z. So, and we follow alphabetical order, and he's going to talk about education from very early age until the end. So, welcome, Zenius.
Okay, my name is Wisnu Subukti. Actually, my name is Wisnu Subukti. I'm shortening it. I'm the CEO of Zenius Education. Oh yeah, by the way, just for fun, my name is taken from this statue. Does anyone know what statue is this? This Garuda Wisnu Kencana. It's Wisnu riding a Garuda bird. So, yeah, just for fun. I'm not talking about my name. I'm talking about Zenius Education. So, okay, what Zenius Education is? I go directly to the product. So, Zenius Education creates multimedia learning for K-12 students. K-12 students means first elementary students, and then middle school and high school students. Currently, high school students is our major customers. Okay. Next. Okay. This is just the example of the screenshot of the video. Our learning contents are in forms of video. It's quite plain. It's quite plain. There's not so much graphic in it, but it is proven to be very effective. I will show it. I will tell you why it is very effective. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. We have been in the business since 2007. But previously, our products were only available in forms of CD, currently available online in Zenius.net. The reason why previously our product only available in CD is because previously the internet in Indonesia is pretty slow, and video is you cannot. There are only a few people that can. That has fast internet. Okay. However, although we are a well-established company, we have 80 employees, and we have already in the market. But you can consider us as startup because, as Mr. Chase from High Tech Campus said, startup is not just the small version of big business. Startups create disruptive innovations. Yeah, And by doing disruptive innovations using online learning, we've been expanding really, really fast. For example, for example, this is our traffic growth currently. The blue line is 2 years ago, and the green line is 1 year ago. The yellow line is current year. So we've been experiencing exponential growth from these 2 years in terms of visits. Also in terms of sales, it's doubled each year. So how do we do it? Most people, when I tell about the growth of the company, they think that we spend a lot on ads. For example, we spend a lot on online marketing, but actually we didn't. We spend less on ads and online promotion. We are focusing on content development instead. And by focusing on content development means that we create products that can solve problems in Indonesia. Okay, one of the examples of the problems is the quality of teachers. Sometimes the teachers don't understand the concept. When teachers don't understand the concept, what can they do? They can only teach into tests. This is very problematic in our education system. They only teach to the test. And when students only study for the test, it creates a problem. After the test, they are unmotivated to continue their learning process. They only study for the test. That creates problems. And teaching to the test, usually teachers who teach to the test promote rote memorization. For example, this is the fastest way to solve this problem. That's it. Yeah. And they less using critical thinking and scientific understanding. This is the major problems in teachings, especially teaching to the test. And also, in IT perspective, good teachers can only teach small numbers of students. Yeah. In traditional way of teaching, one teacher can only teach small group of students. Probably there are a lot of good teachers, but students in Indonesia is very huge. We have 60 millions of students, 60 millions of school-age children. Some of them are in school and some of them are not. Okay. So what kind of product that we offer? Most of our product is in forms of learning videos. We don't use rote memorization. Instead, we focus on concept mastery, and we promote critical thinking and scientific understanding for each of our teaching, and the use of information technology to enable good teachers teach a large number of students nationwide. So this solves a lot of problems in Indonesia. You can scale up easily when you solve. You don't solve problems for small numbers of students, but you can solve education problems nationwide using technology. Okay, and sorry. Okay. So using our philosophy in our development, we have we have we focus on concept instead of teaching to the test. And we take a survey. This is not a very scientific. This is just online survey, but the respondent is quite high. The sample size is 1,300. So when our customers, when they are asked, do you think learning is fun? Zenius users says 60%, while non-Zenius users says 40%. Why? Because most students only learn to the test, only study to the test. After the test, they are unmotivated to continue the learning process. But with Zenius method, the learning is much more fun. So when they are asked, do you study to get good grades at school? Non-Zenius users says 70% yes, while non-Zenius users says 60%. The number is slowing down. Why? Because they don't just study to get good grades, not only to get good grades, but also for the learning itself. Yeah. Does self-learning method help you study and learn better? You can see the number is improved again. And name a subject do you hate most? Yeah. It's quite stereotypical. Many people say they hate physics, while in Zenius user it doesn't happen anymore. Do you self-learn for 4 hours per week? Zenius user 50%, while non-Zenius user is 70%. Okay, so we using ZeniusNet to use online learning in Indonesia, and of course we need partners to make it happen. One of our partners is Telkom Indonesia. Telkom is is the biggest telecommunication company in Indonesia. So, for example, our partnership is about. So Telkom has a program called IndiSchool. IndiSchool is internet in every schools in Indonesia. They created internet for every schools in Indonesia, and for everybody who access internet from IndiSchools, they get our online learning for free. And Indomart is also our partner. Indomart is one of the largest local market in Indonesia. Why we would want to partner with Indomart? It's because the payment system in Indonesia, online payment system is still a problem. You cannot use credit card in online transaction. Usually, people transfer their money and then get the product. Well, with Indomart, they can use the transaction online and they pay at the local market nearby. And also, Gramedia is the largest bookstore in Indonesia. So we places our vouchers, our products in Gramedia also. Okay, the last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. Yeah, we are entrepreneurs of ICT companies, right? What is it all about? I guess entrepreneurship is not about money, not about revenue, not just about revenue and sort of the things, but it's about creating problems. It's about solving problems, right? Not creating, sorry. It's about solving problems, right? But the problems we see should not just the first world problems. Instead, we have to see a real world problems, and education is one of the biggest problems that we face. And if you are interested to solve this problem with me, let's discuss this matter after this. Okay. We believe that a successful education system is supposed to enable its participants to think critically and logically, have a solid understanding of science, and develop an attitude of openness toward local, national, and international insights. We understand that education is what makes civil society possible. Thank you.
Terima kasih Pak, thank you very much. Pak, what is this? You are from the Garuda, yeah? So this is the last presentation from our company, from Indoglobit. But again, I think we agree that this is just the top of iceberg. This is only 12 of Indoglobit members. We have more than 70 companies in our association. And today only 12 companies are presenting the product here. So that means that we have much more to offer. We really have a quality, we really have a product, we have a capacity, and moreover we have a big market. We have a big market and we can cooperate. And with you attending this presentation today, we have to cooperate, to help each other, to use each other's strength, to make a better business. So, is it work? So, why, with all this knowledge, with all this quality, with all this product, why we cannot conquer the world? We have everything. Maybe because of the effort. Sorry, this is not dirty world. This is not dirty world. This is F. Maybe, okay. Let's learn what Michael Jordan says. Why we have failed? Why we fail to present our product? Why we fail to introduce our beautiful country with beautiful product, with very smart people? Look what he said here. I think everybody knows who is this guy. This very famous guy. Where's the pointer? Okay. What did he say here? I missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take a game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again. That's why I'm success. That's why I'm success. That's what he said. Why he's successful? Because he's failed over and over and over again. So the message here is, okay guys, don't worry. If you fail, come on. You have a good product to offer. You have a good quality. You have a big market. You have a good capacity. You have very good strength. So don't worry. If you fail, go ahead. Don't worry. So, another effort for the same guy. If you're trying to achieve, there will be roadblocks. If you have them, everybody has them. But obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or walk around it. Yeah? So, ladies and gentlemen, there is always way if you have the will. Yeah? So, this is a famous quote from a guy that we all know. So, takeaways for us, from Indonesian government, from Indonesian network, from Indonesian friend. What they say here is main takeaways actually. If you are not willing or able to spend time and money, yeah, don't enter European market or don't enter any market at all. Stay home, be a politician. Then you can get money just by saying stupid thing in parliament. Yeah, so stay home, be a politician, and you can get big money because government has a lot of money nowadays. Luckily, we have anti-corruption commission who make them a little bit afraid. But come on, we have everything that we can offer. We just have to do more effort. Yeah. So nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Difficult doesn't mean impossible. It simply means we have to work hard. We have to work hard. With the support from government, with support from the network what we have here, we can go. We can have a good name. We can compete others. We have everything. Yeah. So again, thank you very much for attending this very interesting session. Thank you very much for your patience. We thank our sponsors to make all this possible, and hope to see you again next year. And hope that you spread this message throughout your network. Thank you very much.